We are live on Facebook. We are so excited to be here. Hello, everyone. Hello. We are here for the Anxious to Aligned workshops. We've got 5 days of workshops, and this is day 1. And we are, oopsie daisy. We are really, really, really happy to be here with you. Okay, so this is for anyone who is suffering from the symptoms of anxiety, and there's so many of them. So if you're suffering with things like insomnia or palpitations, perhaps nervousness, constant worry, digestive problems is a big one with anxiety, maybe even panic attacks or intrusive thoughts, low self-esteem, feeling on edge. There's just so many symptoms that go along with these with the diagnosis of having anxiety. And these workshops are for you if you are looking for a natural solution. You want to be able to reduce and cope with your anxiety. Maybe you found that medication isn't working for you, or it's not your long-term answer. Maybe you are just trying to avoid medication, or you just want something that you can use alongside it. This works for any of those situations. Medications like SSRIs can help about 50% of people with the symptoms of anxiety, but they also have a lot of side effects. And what we're going to teach you in the next 5 days, well, they do have side effects, but they have positive side effects. So positive side effects on your mental health, on your physical health, on your patience as well. So if you're ready to feel calm and at ease again and to feel vibrantly healthy, then we're going to be teaching you these tools over the next 5 days that you can rely on, and you're going to know how to calm down your own nervous system.
Sound good?
Yes, tell us if you're excited to be here with us. We are really excited to be here with you.
So, shall we introduce ourselves officially?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go for it.
So, Hannah, tell us who you are, where you're coming from. Tell us a little bit about your previous health challenges and tell us where you're at now.
Brilliant. I'd love to. I'll summarise really quickly. So I am Sarah's sister. I am Hannah Carr. I'm a nutritionist. What else can I tell you about me? I'm a mum of 2. I'm a massive Cacao fan. I live in the heart of Kent, and I've had lots of health challenges. So really, the more and more you get into this space and you kind of look back through your own health history, I've had challenges all my life, which most of us here watching this will have had as well, whether you're aware of it or not. Some of it we put it down to it's just me, but actually no, a lot of it is health challenges. But my main ones, I would say, is I suffered with adrenal fatigue, which is a form of fatigue where you're just absolutely exhausted all the time, to the point where I didn't feel like I could look after my family properly, or even myself, like even drag myself through the day properly or easily. And with that come like lots of feelings of stress and overwhelm. So feeling stressed out all of the time, feeling kind of like I had the weight of the world on my shoulders. And also another massive problem I've suffered from is pain. So for me, it's been mainly, actually has been all over my body, my joints, in my knee. I've had an operation as well, but actually mainly my back. So lower back, mid back, upper back and shoulders. I suffered really chronically with pain for a good 10 years, I would say. But I'm out the other side of that now. And it's been a long journey, and I've learned lots of different techniques and tried lots of different things. Sarah and I share our top 5, and that's what we're sharing over the next 5 days. But like generally on a day-to-day basis, I just feel really like calm and balanced now, and vibrant. You know, most of the time I have my down days like most people, but I would say now that I feel like I've got the tools to be able to overcome my challenges like naturally. I can't say forever it's going to be naturally, but you know, in the main naturally, and easily as well. I kind of got that toolkit to kind of rely on quite easily. So generally I'm feeling amazing now. I'm really balanced, and that's what we kind of want to share with you this week. So Sarah, tell us a little bit more. We've got some new people in the group who may not know a lot about you or I yet, so welcome to all the new people, and hello to all of you who've been around for a while as well. We love having you here. Tell us a little bit about you, Sarah.
I am Hannah's baby sister.
Oh, you had to get that in there.
We're not even 2 years apart. I live on the Kent coast with my 2 fur baby cats and my partner. I'm a yoga teacher, a breath coach and a holistic therapist. My previous huge health challenges were mainly mental conditions. So I suffered from depression and anxiety disorder, which led me into quite a dark place. And of course, that will have a physical effect on your body. So from like the day to day, I was dealing with panic attacks, you know, an upset digestive system, of terrible sleep, low energy, intrusive thoughts, low self-esteem, low self-confidence. And then that has a knock-on effect on how you live your life. So, you know, living a life that I didn't really enjoy very much.
Yeah.
I'm not in that space now. I'm happy to say I have naturally come to a state of balance. So I did try medication. It wasn't the answer for me. It was maybe an answer in a very short term. But because of the side effects, I identified quite quickly that I needed to learn other ways. And I have to say, with the ladies that we work with, the clients we work with, we're recognizing that we need bigger support now because we're going through bigger challenges in our life. You know, collectively, we're going through huge things. Individually, we're going through really, you know, challenging times. So we know that you need more support. What was working before might not be working as well now. So that's why we're here, anxious to align, and we're looking to align you with vibrant health naturally.
Yeah, we run this challenge this time last year. I think it might have been just a couple of weeks earlier. And it does feel like a year on that this is needed more than ever after this year in lockdown, doesn't it? And this critical time of kind of re-entering the world. And so many women that we work with are telling us, like, you know, I'm not ready for that. And I'm actually, you know, worried about going back out there or back into the workplace or back to the busyness, even if it's not about being back out in the world, meeting other people, back to the busyness that perhaps you don't want to go back to. So I think this work is even more important this year than it was last. Like, we've had a lot of changes in the last year, haven't we? But that is enough about us, and we would love to hear about you. So whether you're watching this live or watching on replay, we would love to hear where you are from in the country. Are you anywhere near us? Are you the other end of the country? Are you outside of the country? Drop us a comment in Facebook, in the group now, and let us know where you are. And we'd also love to know, obviously we're talking about anxiety symptoms this week. For me, I've shared a few times in the past that I used to say I was stressed or overwhelmed. I didn't use that word anxiety. So what is it that you want to come? Do you resonate with the word anxiety or some particular symptoms? Or is it, are you exhausted and tired and want more energy? Or are you stressed and overwhelmed, like the words I used to use? So also let us know in the comments. This will really, really help us make sure that we're giving you kind of the right tools that are going to help you this week when we know exactly how you're feeling. So let us know where you're from and what it is that you would love to improve or overcome at this time. And sorry, go, Sarah, you go.
Yeah, I was going to say, and we promised to give you really powerful tools that will make a difference in your life. And what we ask for in return is for you to come on this journey and commit. So you're looking for around maybe 30 minutes from Monday to Friday, but we are looking for you to implement these tools. And we're going to give you some prizes for doing this. So for anyone that's showing up live or on replay, pop a comment in. So as much if you engage and get involved, for every comment you put in, you're going to enter a prize draw, and there's going to be some fantastic prizes. So
let's about the prizes.
Yeah, we've got 3 amazing prizes. So number 1 prize is access to our online course, which is currently for sale for £99. Anxiety Freedom Roadmap. So this is the step-by-step instructions you need to take to start to reduce and manage your anxiety symptoms naturally. So you're going to have access to this whenever you want. You can come back to it, you can do it as often as you want, or you can, you know, watch the video, you'll have the tools, you'll know what to do. It goes into the food that you need to eat, the supplements that you need to take, the exact breath works, the movement. It's, you know, all led by us, and you can do it over the space of a short period of time. So that's the number 1 prize. Currently for sale for £99. You're going to get that for free. So pop your comments in. Let us know if that sounds good. Let us know if you've maybe even done the roadmap before. Next up on the prize, Hannah mentioned cacao. You may have heard us talk about this before. Now, this is a highly nutritious plant medicine that tastes delicious. It's basically unprocessed chocolate, and we drink it like hot chocolate. So rather than using stimulants like coffee and tea, which, you know, most of us enjoy, or some other form of hot drink, this is a replacement therapy or an additional delicious way to relax yourself. And alongside the package of cacao, you're going to get access to a cacao ceremony. So once a month, we offer an online ceremony. We've also started to do them on the beach in person. But because we're all over the country, all over the place, you're going to get access to this Cacao Ceremony online. So it's meditation, breath work, movement, it's energy healing, and it's connection with other people as well. So that's a great prize. And then last up, we've got a month's supply of recorded breath work and meditation. So if you want to go even deeper into understand these modalities and how they're going to help you. I mean, a lot of you have probably tried meditation. You know how effective it is. It's going to give you that guided work through it alongside breath work. So stay active with us. Let us know how you're doing. We're going to be asking you questions throughout. So try and pop your comments in, tag your friends, let us know how you are.
Yeah, thank you, Sarah. Yeah, it gives us energy when you interact with us. So we love taking the time to read back through your comments and interact with you. And those prizes are so exciting. I'm really excited for there'll be one person who wins each of the prizes. And I'm really excited for you kind of to jump in a deeper way and start some of this healing work. But today we're talking to you about a technique that you can use in 5 minutes or less. You can spend longer if you want to, but you can use it in just such a short period of time to help you with your anxiety, your anxiety symptoms, depression, or if you just want to change your state of being. Maybe you're just having a down day and you just want to feel better. And we are so privileged to have Sarah, who's done so much breathwork training. She's a breath coach. And Sarah, tell us a little bit about why breathwork is so powerful.
Yeah, I'm going to try and be really respectful of your time, because the benefits of breathwork I could go on for hours about.
Yeah.
But time is a very precious modality and commodity, and I want you to get effectiveness out of this. So I'm going to do a guided breathwork for you.
Yeah.
You don't need anything for that. We're going to do it in just a few minutes, but I want you to know how powerful it is. This is the number one thing that you can do to change your state of being and put you into an altered state. So, you know, if you're highly anxious, or connecting with any of the other things that we've spoken about, any of those other challenges, it really will help you, because the breath is the most vital process of the body. It is intimately linked to every process that the cells of the body go through. So, you know, without breath, we're not living and we're not functioning to that optimum, if not, we're not working with our breath in a proper way.
Yeah.
And it's linked to the performance of the brain and all aspects of life. So I'll talk about the physical benefits, and then there are obviously emotional benefits as well. So first of all, it improves digestion. So you might be trying to eat very nutritiously, but if you're not getting the nutrients out of the food effectively, then it can be, you know, a little bit of money wasted. So it improves your digestion, the uptake of the nutrients, the absorption, also helps elimination in a healthy way. It improves your circulation. It can naturally energize you or naturally relax you. So different types of breath work can help. It cultivates good vagal tone. So talk about the vagus nerve. It's one of the most important nerves of the rest and digest and heal system of the body. So you need to be working on that and getting good vagal tone. So the breath work is key with helping with that. Helps to balance your nervous system to help you manage stress more effectively. It's quite muscular strengthening, so it's actually going to help the physical appearance of your body, added bonus. Helps with that sleep. So how many of us out there do we wake up in the middle of the night with thoughts ruminating? Maybe we can't get off to sleep in the first place. Maybe you just wake up feeling like you've had not good sleep quality or not enough. Like, how many of us wake up thinking, oh no, you know, I've got to get through this day. Come on, let us know how you're doing in the chat box. It's going to feed your brain oxygen, number one nutrient that you want to be absorbing. So it's going to help the brain. Let's go on to the mental benefits, because, you know, we know those physicals, but we want to be feeling good, right? Who wants to be feeling better? Give me a thumbs up. So it can help to release stuck emotions. So I want you to think about a time that you feel very full of emotion. Maybe you feel like you want to cry, or maybe you feel like you want to scream or shout. And what often happens is you hold your breath, you keep this emotion in, it gets stuck within the body, okay? You can use your breath to release that emotion. And once you've released that emotion, you can free your mind up for more joyful activity, for pursuits that cause pleasure instead of pain. It can really help to generate feelings of calm and more lightness in the body, you know, rather than feeling heavy, like you've got the weight of the world on your shoulders. And I think this is a key one. It's great for focus. So like, Han, you can resonate with me on this one. I'm sure we are in this world of technology, our attention's been divided through so many things. It's hard to keep focused sometimes, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
To help to cultivate that focus. And ultimately, it's going to give you self-mastery. So you're going to be the master of your mind and your body. So shall we get into it? Are you ready?
Yes.
You don't need anything. All you need to do is be here now. So first up, I'm going to ask you, why do you think you've got two nostrils? Have you ever thought about that? Maybe some of you have done a bit of breath work and you might know this, but we have two nostrils associated to parasympathetic nervous system and the sympathetic. So basically that's our energizing nervous system, our prime for action, ready to go, and then our rest, digest and heal nervous system. The right nostril is to do with that energizing, and I'm going to talk about that as your sun energy and your sun channel. So that's your sympathetic. And if you're feeling anxious or any of the symptoms associated with it, you're most likely overactive in your sun channel. And that's the way that life is kind of dictating things to be at the moment. Left channel is your moon channel. That's your sleep, your heal, your digest system. And this is the one that we want to be active in when we're trying to calm panic down. So I want you to do a test. Right, you can do it with me. I want you to close your left nostril and I want you to close it up here at the nose bone and do an exhalation out of your right nostril. Okay, just note how that feels. And then we're going to switch sides, close the right nostril and exhale through the left. You might want to do that once or twice. And the question is, which channel are you more open to flowing in? Which side feels blocked? Which side feels open? Okay, so the one that feels open is the side of the nervous system that you're working from at the moment. Now, that can be influenced with your breath. You can change your state. And what might be influencing that now is the activity that you're doing. So if you're in between work, if you're in the middle of doing some activity, answering emails, getting things done, you do want to be using your sun energy, your right channel, but we need to be moving in between the channels in a healthy way. So if you're in balance and if you're healthy, about every 90 minutes, you're going to be cycling between the two. When you go to bed at night, you want to be open your left channel. So let's know in the chat box. And we're going to be checking this, and I want you to be playing with this throughout the next coming days. Get your children involved, get your family members, When your kids are hyperactive at night, we want to get them into that left channel, really important. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So note that now for me, and then I just want you to find a really comfortable place to sit. And when we practice our breath work, we want to have a length in our spine. So just try that now. Find your sit bones. Place your mind on your right sit bone and then your left. Just gently push into the air. And you should feel the back of the body grounding down as you tuck down through the tailbone. You sit and ground with your sit bone. And a gentle lengthening up through the front of your body. And I want you to just relax your shoulders away from your ears. And have a stacking of the chin over your heart and your heart over your hips. So that's your sitting posture for your breath work. You can do this lying down as well. So if you're not having a good day or you want to do this in bed, that's absolutely good. You gently rest your hands on your lap, either palms up or palms down or on your knees, and really release any tension in your face. And I would recommend closing the eyes down when you do your breath work, if that feels safe and comfortable for you, because we're going to have that withdrawal of the senses, so you can really tune within and see what's happening. And just start to notice your breath now. So don't change it yet. Just notice the journey of it. And what I'd say for most of us is we're breathing up in the chest. And this is how we've chronically come to breathe. When we breathe up in the chest, we're not using the fullness of our lung capacity. And we overbreathe. Overbreathe also means hyperventilate, overbreathe. And that puts us into a state of panic, mildly but chronically. So we're in our sympathetic most of the time when we're chest breathing. So we need to be learning to use the fullness of our lungs. Start to breathe more fully now. And the lower lobes of the lungs are absolutely rich in your parasympathetic nerves. So when when you're filling up in your head, when you're feeling overwhelmed, if you feel like, life's overtaken, you can't get control, you want to start breathing deep into your lungs, using your belly. And you should start to feel the belly moving outwards and filling up as you breathe more richly. And this is what's known as diaphragmatic or belly breathing. This is your baseline breathing. And this is the breathing that we want to be using as much as we can, connecting with the breath. So we're looking for an inhale through the nose, an exhale through the nose. And we are looking for an even inhale and exhale. So I'm going to give you a count. We're going to go 3 in, 3 out, just a couple here. So check in with your posture, make sure you're relaxed still. And empty your air now. So do a complete exhale. And then we're going to breathe in to the belly for 1, 2, 3. And then exhale, complete 3, 2, 1. Inhale, down to the lower half of the lungs. 2, 3. And exhale, 3, 2, 1. Great work. Keep going in 1, 2, 3. And we go out 3, 2, 1. Just one more like that. 1, 2, 3. And out 3, 2, 1. Stay with your eyes closed. I want you just to connect with how that's made you feel. Did it have an effect already? Even me, even though I'm teaching it, I'm practicing it a little bit, I can feel really present. I can feel calm. And maybe do that nasal cycling test again. So close with the thumb, close the left nostril, exhale through the right. And then switch over. Just curious, it may not have changed, but check in. I want you to get used to practicing and recognizing that. So the next breath work we're going to do is known as moon channel breathing. Now, ladies, this is the one, if you're having a panic attack, if you're in a real high state of anxiety, if your stomach is in knots, if your heart is palpitating, got sweaty palms, you feel like you're going to black out, you can't sleep because your mind's in overdrive, you need to lean on your moon channel, your parasympathetic rest digestive nervous system. So this is the breath work to do it. This is the quick one that's going to drop you into a state of balance. Okay. So come in to check in with your posture. Do a couple of belly breaths with me now. So just in and out through the nose into the belly. And then what we're going to do is take the thumb and close the right nose bone. And it's important that we close on the nose bone because that evokes the mammalian reflex, okay? And that is a relaxation response, an ancient relaxation response. It works with acupressure points that affect the nerves. You get vasoconstriction with the limbs and you draw the blood towards the heart and the head, okay? So it's going to help calm panic. So relax the nose. How it works is it's an inhale through the nose for a count of 3. Then we close the nose bone like I just showed you. And we exhale for 6. So it's doubling the length of the breath. And when we double the length of the breath through the moon channel is when we drop into that state of calm and relax. So let's do a couple of them, about 5 rounds now. So relax the hands down, close the eyes, breathe in to the belly. 1, 2, 3. Close the nose bone on the right. Exhale through the left. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Inhale to the belly. 1, 2, 3. Close that nose bone. Exhale for double. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And again, breathe it in. Make that breath as full as you can. Close the nose bone. We're going to empty the lungs of air completely with control. 2, 1. We'll just do 2 more rounds of that now. So breathing in, pausing, and then exhaling. Completed that exhale. Empty everything out. Make sure you complete the exhale. And the last one there. Bring it in. Fill up the belly. Close the nose bone on the right. Exhale, double the left. Okay, that's it. Sit with that just for a minute. Notice the effect. So when we connect with how it helps is when we're going to come back to it and use it again. So let's do the nasal cycling test one last time, just to see if it's had that change for us. So close the left channel. Exhale fully through your right. Notice how open or closed it is. And then do it on the opposite side. Fully exhale through the left. Pop it in the comments. Let us know if there was a shift. Let us know if you were now open more in your left channel.
Yeah. That's thank you so much for sharing that, Sarah. That's why sorry you had me play my phone a minute ago. I wanted to have a quick look at the comments, but people have said, Jenny said mine has changed, and Karina said hers has changed as well. Feeling more relaxed, feeling so chilled out, works wonders. Thank you, everyone. There's been loads of comments, so thank you for telling us where you are around the country. Thank you to all our members from the Holistic Health Circle. Big shout out to all of you who are saying hello to us in the comments. Thank you so much. Someone made a good comment. I was just looking for it to say, it was Sam who said that she felt a bit dizzy when doing this. So could you speak to that for just a second, Sarah?
Yeah, I mean, it does depend on what stage that you're feeling, but it can have that effect, okay? And it might be something that we're not used to. So when we're not used to breathing fully, it's going to start to have an influence on the body. It might be something that we're not familiar with. So we are bringing more oxygen in initially with that belly breathing. And where we've been chest breathing a lot of the time, we're not used to how that feels. So hopefully let me know privately if there's anything else going on. You know, always speak to me if that doesn't feel good. But it might just be sensations that we're not used to.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and it's with more regular practice that we're going to find a state of balance, and it's going to feel more normal for us.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah.
Making sure that we recognise that this is something that we can do to prevent panic attacks, to prevent anxiety, as a cure in the moment. And as a cure in the moment as well. So I'm going to pass over to Hannah.
Brilliant. Yeah, thank you, Sarah, for answering that. Yeah, so I think that, you know, if you are feeling dizzy, I always like to just take it back a step. So just don't breathe for quite as long till the body's a little bit used to it. That was from Sam, who's in the Holistic Health Circle anyway, so she can drop a message to us in there. Stacey said she's feeling really sleepy now, which, yeah, so it's working to make you feel sleepy. So if you don't want to be feeling sleepy now, you know, just to switch over back to the other side to energize yourself again. Anita said a little lightheaded, so that's really normal at the beginning when you're not used to breath work, but you do become very accustomed to it, so that disappears after a while. But yeah, make sure that you are seated somewhere and then you don't stand up too quickly afterwards, but she's feeling super relaxed and calm. And I also wanted to just mention that Sarah Keeble shared in the comments, hi Sarah, she didn't think she suffered from anxiety until recently and realized it's been with her for a long time. So I think that's a great point that I just wanted to just speak to for a moment, to say, you know, I would never have said that I suffered from anxiety, but actually when I look back and go, well, actually, do you know, like, oh, I don't want to speak up, I'm in a restaurant, I don't want to speak up and tell them that this thing that I'm paying for, that there's a problem with it, or I don't want to go to that party because I'm going to feel a bit uncomfortable. I know these are normal feelings, but that really is social anxiety. And we work with a lot of women who have health anxiety, where it's like, oh, I've got a pain in my tummy, oh, have I got cancer, or oh, a pain in my chest, oh, I wonder if I'm going to have a heart attack, and what would that mean if I died and I'm leaving my family. So jump into those conclusions, worrying about the future too much, that's kind of health anxiety. So Sarah's raised a really good point, that we don't always recognize that we are suffering with anxiety. And I guess maybe the longer you are here in this group and the more we're talking about the symptoms, the more you may realize. And I think it's only a good thing. I mean, we're going to talk about it later in the week, but kind of naming it to tame it. When you know what you're dealing with, then you know the tools that you can put in place or what you can do to help yourself. Whereas when you just keep thinking, oh, this is me or this is normal, it's very, very hard to handle that, isn't it? Bridie said that she felt a little lightheaded. Nice to see you, Bridie. Faye's watching. Sam said she normally does it for the count of 3, but she's going to work up a little bit more. Sarah Keeble said, I recently started doing breath work, having not got involved before. So Sarah's been working with us for a while, and it's one of the tools that she hasn't got round to using until now, because she felt a little self-conscious, which I think that's really normal with breath work, isn't it? But now I love it. Yeah, so Sarah did share with us recently that she's found it really, really powerful, and she doesn't know why she's waited so long. So if you have joined us today or you are watching on the replay, particularly if you're watching the replay, actually talking to you, don't just watch, do join in, because these are really, really powerful tools. And breathwork, it's not just the two that Sarah's taught here, or the 2 or 3 Sarah's taught us. There's so many different ones. There's ones to wake you up in the morning. There's ones that help you with your digestion before you eat. There's the ones that Sarah's shown you that can calm you down at bedtime. So there's so many different breathwork tools. And like Sarah said, we can use them as like preventative. So use it a little bit every day, or in the moment, if you are having a panic attack or you can't sleep at night, it's something that you can use in the moment. So what we would love to know right now is, we want you to take action, not just to watch this and then go about your day and then kind of, you know, we're busy, right? We just forget about it and forget to use it. When could you use this every single day? Even if it's only 5 rounds, it will take 30 seconds, I'm going to say. When could you use this every single day? Is it when you wake up in the morning? Is it when you boil the kettle for the first time in the day? Is it as you get in your car to go to work? So let us know in the comments your commitment of, and it doesn't have to be like even 5 minutes or half an hour, you know, just something really, really small. What can you start with, and when can you use this every single day? If you are suffering with the symptoms of anxiety, this will absolutely help you. You can use it anywhere. It's completely free. No one has to see you doing it. You can go to the bathroom if you want to, or you can even do it if you're not switching you know, nostrils. You can just stand there and no one needs to know that you're doing it. So we'd love to know when you are going to do it. Sarah, can we still hear you okay?
Yeah.
Oh, we can. Okay, brilliant. Okay, so when are you going to use it? And yeah, I just wanted to say, really, as the last thing is, this is before you try supplements, before you try changing your diet, before you go on medication, before you buy your CBD oil, before you go along to a yoga class. I would really say this is the number 1 step, which is why we've done it on day 1, of what can actually help with your anxiety symptoms, or just improve your health. If you're not suffering with the symptoms of anxiety, but you just want to improve your health, this is the number 1 free, no equipment needed healing modality that you can do anytime, any place, anywhere. If you can't get out of bed because you're so fatigued or you're in so much pain, you can still do this in your bed, and this is going to help to heal you. So we really, really want to know when and where you're going to be using it. And if you do it, we'd love to see the evidence. We want to know that this session has actually helped you. Take a photo, post it in this group of either your, we've seen some lovely breathwork corners, haven't we, Sarah? Victoria shared a lovely, like, this is my children's breathwork corner. But it doesn't have to be that. It could be your comfortable sofa in your house, or if you like to sit on the floor, or maybe a photo of you. Share them in the group. And we would love to see that, to see you utilising these healing tools and making use of them. So Sarah, tell us a little bit about what we've got coming up tomorrow.
Yeah, so we are moving into our movement. So this is the next holistic tool that we have found so helpful for us. So when we're dealing with the anxiety symptoms, what often happens, particularly if you've got, you know, when you're in your sympathetic nervous system, you've got high cortisol levels, you've got adrenaline going through the system, you've got lots of energy because your heart is beating. You need to focus that energy and use it in a good way, use it for your advantage. And you can do that with some of the movement. So it's a yoga-based movement, but it's a very unique form of yoga, sort of trademarked by us, because we've tried it all, haven't we? We've tried HIIT, we've tried cycling, running, all the things. We love movement, but some of it didn't serve us when we were unwell or being challenged with our health. So it's what we call a feminine flow yoga. It helps to balance the nervous system. It's accessible to complete beginners or seasoned yogis, and whatever you're dealing with, it's going to really help move any stuck energy out of your system. It will help to balance your hormones. It will help you to gain that focus and clarity and channel that energy, channel that high energy that we've often got when we're in a state of anxiety. So that's tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Do wear something comfortable that you can move around in. So maybe not jeans or a dress, but anything else, you know, your joggers, your leggings, something like that. So maybe let us know if you've practiced yoga before, if you're a seasoned yogi, if you always wanted to try it. If you've never tried it, we'd love to know what stage of the journey you're at. And yeah, you can get this on replay. So if 11 o'clock isn't good for you, you can schedule it in that evening, but try and do it tomorrow.
Karen said she loves your yoga. Thank you, Karen. I've got to share a couple of the comments just before we wrap up about where people are going to do their breath work. So I love it that Bridie said, whilst waiting for her boys to come out of school. So that's a great, like, do you know that dead time of where you're just sitting and waiting for someone? What a brilliant thing to do. And if you're anything like me, I get not stressed out with driving, but maybe stressed if I'm running late or something like that. So a car is such a good place to use it. Jenny says she's going to do it every night before she sleeps. Someone said that they're going to show their children the breath work, which is amazing. Lisa said, it's so interesting. I went to a physio for back and shoulder pain, and this breath work was the main thing that he suggested. So that's amazing to hear that a physio is really suggesting this breath work for pain. So yeah, the breath really helps to remove stagnation and move energy. Heather said, and I have to get this one in there, I usually do it with my cacao. How perfect is that? Or before bed. So she's putting the cacao and the breath work together. I absolutely love that, and I'm going to do that with my cacao today. Heather, thank you for that suggestion. Sam said, and Sarah sessions when they come up on Facebook, love the cooling one. The cooling one. Fantastic. Thank you so much for all your comments. Thank you so much for joining us today. We love having you here with us. We love running these live sessions for you, for your comments, for your interaction, for your energy. We're so pleased this has made shifts for you today already, and we very much look forward to seeing you at 11 a.m. tomorrow for our movement. So day 2 of the Anxious to Aligned. We will see you then. Lots of love. Bye.
Bye.